I want to comment on this.
If you get migraine headaches, there's a really simple remedy. It's a vitamin, especially if you have a genetic type of migraine that a lot of people have. And so if this is you, you need to know about what nutrient can help this. And it all has to do with a problem in your mitochondria. If the mitochondria doesn't have this certain nutrient, it's going to produce a lot of inflammation, free radical damage, and it's not going to work that well. And so vitamin B2 is the vitamin that you need, but you need it in higher amounts. I would recommend taking 400 milligrams every single day. And this might be the missing piece of the puzzle that you needed.
Okay, there's several things that are going to get me on my soapbox on this. And like I say, love me, love my soapbox. First of all, we have the statement, this is going to help you, especially if you have a special kind of migraines that are genetic. Right away, that amps up people's anxiety, right? Oh my goodness. I mean, I know I have migraines, but what if they're genetic? Oh my goodness. I mean, let's face it, the ancient Greeks in their medical texts wrote about there's obviously a hereditary component to the health conditions that people are prone to. Now, the ancient Greeks, they didn't know about genes, right? Nobody knew about genes until less than 100 years ago, right? So now we use this term genetics, but for thousands of years, people have realized that there's a hereditary component to the health conditions that people are prone to. Okay, but now it's like, oh, you might have a special kind of migraine that's genetic. It really kind of gives this scientific veneer over the top of it, or this kind of scientific credibility claim over the top of it, which is a little bit silly. I think most of us who are prone to migraines, we have family members that are also prone to migraines. I mean, I have it on both sides of my family, right? I mean, it's pretty rare that I have a client that's like, I'm the only one that has headaches and migraines. It's pretty obvious that there's a hereditary component to not just migraines, but most of the health conditions we're prone to. I've talked about this in other podcasts. It's not that we are genetically doomed to have a certain health condition. First, we have to fall out of a state of health, and then the health conditions that we are prone to when we are not in a state of health, that's what we're going to experience. Okay, so we'll link to that podcast in the show notes here, but I kind of get a little irritated, especially somebody coming on to social media that's a doctor and amping up the anxiety for people. That kind of irritates me. Okay, now you need this particular nutrient. Oh boy, what miracle nutrient has been discovered for migraines? I can't wait to hear what this special new revolutionary nutrient is going to be to help with migraines that could really just be the total migraine answer. Oh my goodness, what nutrient could it be? Okay, suspense. What is it? Oh, B2. I mean, are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, for how many decades now have people been told to take vitamin B2? Are you kidding me? This is groundbreaking news. I mean, even conventional neurologists now are telling people to take B2, right? That used to be the neurologists, if their patient said, oh, my chiropractor told me to take B2 30 years ago, the neurologist would practically throw them out of the office. Are you crazy? B2? But now even neurologists are recommending B2. That's how mainstream and how overblown this B2 supplementation is, right? If you have a little tiny, right, you're just a little tiny nutrient deficiency, and it's definitely B2, and you take a little bit and your digestion is working well, and it can extract that B2 from the capsule, and it can get it into your bloodstream, and it can circulate it throughout your body, and you don't have any other factors, you don't have anything else going on like an overload of metabolic waste material and toxins, and you have really, really great resiliency and vitality, perfect. B2, miracle cure, right? Because you happen to hit on the specific little tiny little piece that was required for you. But if you have chronic migraines, I'm telling you, it's not a B2 issue. If you have chronic migraines, you have blockers and deficiencies within all three of the things that your body needs to maintain its state of health and return itself to a state of health. And by the time you get to that point, you don't just need B2. By the time you get to that point, you might be struggling just to eat regular food. There's vitamin B2 in the food that you eat. So if you're eating food, why aren't you getting the B2 from the food that you're eating? Okay? Do you have enough of an appetite where you feel like eating enough food? Once you eat the food, is your digestion working properly so that you're actually getting the nutrients out of the food? Are you able to get those nutrients into your blood and circulate it throughout your body? That's just relative to nutrients, right? Now we've got two other principles you have blockers or deficiencies or missing pieces in. So this B2, this is like a drop in the bucket. I'm so tired of hearing about B2. And I mean, he didn't mention CoQ10. I can't believe he didn't mention CoQ10. Where's the CoQ10? Where's the magnesium, right? Everybody has been doing these things for decades, and chronic migraines has only gotten worse and worse. So let's stop looking for these like little silver bullets, and let's start looking at what is the actual root cause of your migraines. And if that's what you've been looking for, if you've already, tried all these little magic pills and you're done looking for the next miracle migraine nutrient, reach out, book a consult call with me. It's free. The link is in the description. And let's talk about what's going on with your migraines, and let's get a game plan together to get you out of this migraine roller coaster and get you living your life again. Talk to you soon.